Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Ravas and welcome back to Concept X. So today we are going to learn about functions. So what function does is when some line of codes get repeated again and again, so to avoid this line of code, writing this line of code again and again, we just simply wrap that code into a block called as a function, and then we are going to simply call that function. So let us see how it is done. So here in a program you can see int main. So int main is itself a function and is must in every program. So similarly we are going to define a new function. So to define a new function, I'm going to first write a return type. So let the return type be void. We are not going to return anything, that's why we are using void. And then comes the function name. Let the function name be concept x. Okay, and then comes our opening and closing bracket. Similarly to this int main, here is the return type and here is the name of a function. So here is our return type and our user defined function, and then whatever we are going to define, the line of code that is going to get repeated, we are going to write it in between these two curly brackets. Okay, so here comes first our cout. So suppose cout hello is a string that is going to get repeated again and again. Alright, so here I have defined our function. So now we need to call this function. We don't need to call int main function as it is must and our execution starts from int main. So we don't need to call int main, but we need to call concept x. So to call a concept x, what we are going to do is we are going to simply copy this the name of the function along with the brackets and going to paste it in int main, and then going to use a semicolon after it. So this is how we call a function. So now what happens is when we built our program, so compiler will see first hash include iostream.h. It will see what header file is included. Then it will go through using user standard, and then it will see what is defined here. Okay, it will encounter something definition of a function. So it will see that concept x is a function and the definition of it is cout. Okay, and then when int main, okay, when it encounters int main, it will see that if the function is called or not. So if it is called, then it will go back here and execute this one. So let's build this and see. So building is completed, and after running, here you can see hello, the string is printed here. Okay, so this is one kind of defining and calling a function. So let us see the another one. Suppose I cut this and somehow we need int main to come first in our program, and then later I define it. Okay, I simply cut and paste our function definition here. So now here you can see that after include and using namespace standard, here is the int main, and in int main here is a concept x. So what happens here is when we compile our program, we get an error. So let's compile, and here is the error. So what happens is compiler will see what is included first, and then see this using namespace standard, and when it encounter int main, it will see that there is a call to some function. So as compiler goes from top to bottom, it do not recognize any definition of any function. So it will get confused here. What is this? What the heck is going on? We don't have a definition, but still we are calling it. So the another alternative for this is we are simply going to copy void concept x with its opening and closing brackets and going to paste over here. Okay, so now when I again built it, so here we don't get any error. So what happened here? So first compiler will come here, it will see that which file is included, then it will go through using namespace standard, and then it will see us that something is declared, that is a function concept x. So now it will search for the definition is over here. So here that is why we don't get any error. So now when I play it, so we get a proper output. Okay, so in this way, suppose I want a hello to get printed many times. So I'll just copy and paste the same function calling again and again, and then again going to build it, and here I play again and I get the number of lines printed. So in this way we can just save our time by writing the line of codes again and again using a function. So that's it for today, guys.